in Game 1 that nothing was free. Nothing was going to come through unless you go through us.
Well, we are about to find out in game number 2 what the draft will be as we start the drafting phase. I wonder who will be on the blue side. Will it be, as Leo would have said, that blue side will be now manned by the TODAK team? It will be the case.
If I know my Malaysian brothers, I know this.
Okay.
They want to be on the aggressive side.
Okay.
They want to put their front foot forward and say, TODAK langgar.
All right. How do you langar your way here, right? What do you pick up? What do you prioritize as the first pick?
Well, Novaria was not really focused for both teams, right? For the second game.
Ignored.
I want to see if for this game they will want to pick it up because
Okay.
Moon
Novaria.
was 1-0-1 against Blacklist, which is kind of good
Okay.
compared to the rest of his teammates, right? So I kind of feel like Novaria would be fine, especially if you do have a lot of peel on your composition. Because, again, like I said, honestly, during MPL, they would even go for 4 peels in the game, making it so that whoever wants to team fight, you're invited, but you're not going to get out.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense to me. But for Echo, it's going to be the same set of the first 2 bands.
Yeah.
It's Arlott and Ling. And on the other side, it's Franco and Lancelot. Top 5 highest GPMs so far. BennyQt had 941. Now trumped by CalTG just recently with 942. Best performances from 1 to 3 belongs to Echo, but Rival, however, on top 5. That's also something to take note of. That is the reason why Echo will just straight up ban out the Ling.
That's the thing. That's the thing, right? What I
1-1?
saw when I was like, wow, TODAK is playing amazing. These are on the heroes that were already banned out by Echo. So definitely Echo notices this, is able to observe it, take it away. But like you mentioned, you're right here. The Phobius being banned out,
Is it a
does
bait?
this signal
Definitely
a bait of a 1-1 pick?
It's a 1-1 into joy bait.
Yep.
Oh, that's right.
It's the
and if you don't pick up the 1-1,
tic-tac
they'll pick the 1-1.
trap.
See value in me.
Tic-tac
They
trap
don't
or
bite.
trap.
They don't bite. They don't
They don't
bite.
bite.
Yep.
They don't mind. It's gonna be the Fred raid, but you still can get the 1-1 if you're Echo because you did ban out the Phobius anyways, and it is the BennyQt special. And I'd just like to remind everyone that BennyQt's son or daughter
His name 1-1.
named 1-1.
Really?
That is true.
No
That's
cap.
so cute.
No cap.
You know the
NGL.
last time?
That is cute.
You know the last time that Benny picked up the 1-1? He got a Maniac.
That is
So-
true.
Huh.
Things are not looking good for TODAK.
I love it though. We set up the 3T, man.
Okay.
And no one fell for it.
Yeah.
So they still got the 1-1 anyways.
The 3T.
Tic-tac, Trevor, trap.
Tic-tac, Trevor, trap. That's right. It's our trap. TODAK, how do
That's
you now
4 Gs.
No.
No, Tic-tac is just one word.
It's one word. That's his name.
I mean,
It's one word.
sure.
I understand Rafael's point.
Right, you understand, right?
2 picks.
All right.
There you go though.
It's gonna be the Joy. Did they pick up something like Lolita or Farsa here if you're TODAK? It's gonna be the Claude. So answer for Eve, Franco, or Akai. There is gonna be the Akai for Echo with their Blitz draft. They're drafting so quickly we can't catch up. It's Valentina. How do you now close this out if you're TODAK?
I kind of feel like Echo will ban out the Valentina as well as the Kadita unless they're pretty sure that Moon does not do well on the Kadita. But honestly, another pick that I'm looking at is the Lunox.
For
TODAK.
TODAK. Lunox. Okay.
Yeah, honestly, even mid. Or
Mid Lunox.
Yeah, because again, you're gonna do well against the 1-1 as well as the Eve-ish.
Yeah, no, but even in this phase, right? Even without the bans,
This land is
we know that TODAK can still flex. We don't know who's going to the jungle, who's going in mid. Because Joy can go into mid, jungle, and
That's
XP.
The JJ.
Yeah, well, what's Moon like these days? Does he play a mid, Joy?
No, I would say the best way that he plays is definitely for those high ground mages, I would say. Like, the more distance you have, the better Moon plays.
Artillery mage.
Artillery, thank you very much.
Okay, so we're looking at the... I think I heard it right. Yeah, it's gonna be the Digi. With the Lapu-Lapu ban coming out from TODAK, it kind of feels to me that they really wanted to go for something like a Farsa and Lolita as their last 2 picks. Farsa, of course,
Yuzong ban, please.
YZ.
decent versus the 1-1, and that's true. The YZ could be there as their ban. It's a special for sure for Echo. So I do feel that it's going to be Lolita and a Farsa so that at least they will have an answer to the 1-1. Apart from that, do you actually want to focus on the 1-1 here if you're TODAK? Because I feel that they'd have to. But some teams, they just, accept the fact that the 1-1 is there and just, answer the other lanes.
I'm still hoping for a Yuzong piece ban.
Yep.
And
If they don't ban out the
I
Yuzhong,
would rather betray
there you go.
Thank you
All
very
right.
much.
I think there's the answer. I think they are willing to just try and attack the other lanes then.
It's a Grok. Very quickly from Echo.
So honest, Echo.
Why don't we go steal the enemy base next? Actually, that was an actual.
Yeah, that is an actual line. Yeah.
line.
Chico guys really take it to heart.
Yeah.
He understands English, honestly.
That's
Took it
comic
literally.
accurate.
Yeah.
That's comic accurate.
Yeah.
Method acting.
This is a canon event.
Exactly.
a canon event. Yeah.
She doesn't get it, but it's all right.
Yeah, we get it, right?
We get it,
We
yeah.
get it.
We get
if
it.
you get it, you know, you get it.
If you
All
get
right.
it,
you get it.
you know, canon event.
Yes, that's
Um,
right. Can you spot out some of the important
No,
heroes here?
Here's the thing. Is it really still safe for a Farsa pick?
Nope. That's
Oh,
why
it's a
they picked up
Lilia.
Lilia.
Okay.
Not the best thing going up against an Eve, if I'm truly honest, because Lilia is one of those heroes that the Minotaur picked up great. The Lilia is good in terms of defense, but here's the thing. The HP pool is more or less the same as the Novaria, and the Eve has very long range. I would honestly feel like Moon might get poked out.
Yeah, but it's good against the Grok though.
Yeah,
you
it
can
is.
take
It's
advantage of the
definitely.
early game advantage of the Grok not having much magic defense. So I
Okay.
get it.
Whoa, whoa,
All
whoa.
the injustice in the world.
Oh no.
Wait, what?
Wow. It's going to be the Cho. So this is Grok
contact is great,
XP.
but-
Grok XP.
Grok XP.
Yeah. No,
Huh.
I did thought it was going to be a Grok XP.
I wonder what emblem.
The Grok Assassin.
Master Assassin.
Master
All
Assassin.
right, because we've seen different flavors of the Grok in the EXP
Yeah.
and
Weapon
Inno.
Master sometimes.
The,
you
the,
know.
the, the Assassin is just too delicious, too
Yeah.
spicy.
Speaking
Yum.
Speaking of delicious
Yum.
and yum,
Yum.
the Chico is apparently a fruit.
It is a fruit.
It is a fruit, and also in the Philippines, it's also a fruit.
Sit up.
Chico.
Really?
That's true.
Is it a fruit in Indonesia?
Chiku?
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
Wow,
What's that?
That's bad.
it's a fruit.
What
a fruit.
fruit?
What's
Chico.
a fruit?
Oh,
Oh my
I
god!
know what a
think-
fruit
I
is.
think- I
I'm
think we-
asking what
All right.
fruit.
Before we get in a trapped by a spider web of all of our emotions into this game, why don't we bring it to game number 2, Eterna?
All right, thank you, Wolf. This is gonna be very interesting, right? Best of 5. This is gonna set the tone of the other games that follow. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome to game number 2 between TODAK and Echo.
Right now, looking at the situation, it is going to be rival on that Fredrin. Some people will be like, yeah, of course, but I don't know. Against Toda, you can't be fully sure. Now, Momo here on the Joy, taking a little bit too much damage, more than necessary, up against Sanford. Doesn't look all that great, but should be doing quite okay against the Grok, just because, again, the Grok early game does get a little bit of beating against magic damage.
But something to note, he closed that gap. He nullified the advantage by using the Master Assassin to just all of its potential. Because again, Momo was alone, so he
Yep.
was smacking away at that Joy.
Yep, Grok also likes the Joy. And now, Sanji again, just gonna poke out Moon, and this is, at least Yums is there to heal up, but again, this is a situation where you gotta look at Sanji being a very big problem here, honestly, for this composition.
Taking a look at the in-game equipment right now, nothing too fancy. We do see that the Claude is going to respect the damage coming in from perhaps the 1-1 here in the early stage of the game, but that matchup is going to be very different once both of them hit that level 4 moment.
Yeah, right now, looking at how Echo, they're moving around, honestly, they're trying to square off Toda in a very, very small circle or very small triangle. They're trying to set up a Bermuda Triangle between Toda and the other members of Echo, making me feel a little bit scared moving forward, going to the turtle, which is going to spawn in just a few seconds.
But just the same, Echo answers by spreading themselves thin. This is the most spread out I've seen Echo in quite a while, especially approaching the turtle.
Right now, Yums almost already hit level 4, Yaoi as well. So I'm looking forward. I don't know who's going to have better fight here.
Oh, there's a kick start up and the knock up. So both roamers are on point. Sanji with the RWM. Down goes Momo. Heavy spin from Carl Teasy. Mind you, he is at a third of his health. I'm looking at Yums. Carl Teasy scores it. Can Yums survive? The beef gets tenderized. 2K for the Apex Predator.
Yeah, that's a 1-0 here for the early stage of the game. And something to note is the fact that most of the members from TODAK... Oh, wait a minute.
Up top, Chico guys starting up. Blazing
Ooh.
duet right in your face. Benny Cutie answers back. Nothing much happening in the gold lane.
He's able to pull out.
Wow! The playmaker lives with about 1 HP. You can never really take your eyes off.
Yeah, you can't. You close your eyes for a second and you can see Yaoi just
Don't
charging
blink.
at you. Don't blink,
That's a
TODAK.
scary thought.
And coming back to that, right? TODAK respects the capabilities of Yawi, right? 2 purifies on Chico as well as Moon. That is going to cause some disturbance to his pickup potential. He needs to be aware of those timings, as well as the fact that Moon, because he is on Alilia, he does have 2 chances in that regard.
There's another kick coming in. All of the ults right down on the Yumes. Didn't get to respond.
Again, they're just picking everyone off. It's game number 1, except it's game number 2, different heroes, but the same idea. You get one person, shut him down, and then see what happens next. They're just trying to get more advantages here because, again, look at the goal lead. 1.8k, 0-3.
Wait, I want to ask a question. What's the cooldown on Yawi's ultimate?
More or less around 23, 27 seconds-ish.
Wow.
Right now.
Yeah, around
so
now.
even if TODAK had brought 2 purifies, Yawi can still find those moments.
Yes, he would get an average of 2 kicks per cooldown.
That's tough, that's tough.
You're
Echo.
tough.
Oh, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it looks like Echo is giving TODAK a tough time here. 1,200 gold lead already in the first few minutes of the game. It's starting to look kind of the same if TODAK can't look for more on the board.
They gotta make sure they find a way to win fights at the turtle because they keep on losing here, and that's really not a good thing. Sanji is still free hitting. Look at Moon's HP. The fight hasn't even started yet.
Look at Momo deep in, looking to get that ult off. And there's a heavy spin already. Kaltizi gets the turtle. Clear advantage over to Echo. Momo understands this. They disengage.
Momo tried to get a kill onto Sanji, but again, easier said than done. This is a very, very tough situation, but the way that TODAK would play this is, again, just wait those items on Chico, guys, and at that point, maybe they can start winning the fights because the damage is there. Looking at itemization, in terms of gold between the 1-1 and the Claude, not that different, but is there a fight here at mid?
RWM set up by Sanji. Look at Yumes. It was just a show of dominance. They just really wanted to show that we're going to push in mid to get up top.
Again.
And another kick on the Yumes. Ground beef, anybody?
Wow.
0-3-0.
Oh man, 0-4 on the on the kill line, right, between both of these teams. And I liked how you mentioned that TODAK wants to centralize things, wants to hyper-focus on trying to make sure that Chico gets to that power spike. And you can see that Echo is just preventing that from happening on all fronts, right? They're not even allowing that to happen at this point. Yawi already very aggressive in his positioning, looking for yet another opening. But you can't force Moon and Rival to always rotate to the top side.
Well, right now they are all at the top side, and looks like they're gonna give up their minions for Chico guys here because Chico guys probably gonna absorb the mid minion here. So far, yes, Yumes is 0-3-0, but if anyone's gonna die a lot, might as well be
Should be him.
Karltizi finds a headbutt. Morris is out of movement. There's a heavy spin. Karltizi isolates Moon. He's still alive. Rival wants to get the kill. Karltizi's still at large.
No way.
And the GOAT gets away.
What? You receive that much damage, that many resources have been just elected towards you, and you still get out of life. Lavelle,
That's tilting.
how are we feeling about
that's
this?
tilting. That's one of those things where it's like, I try my best, but in the end, it doesn't even matter.
And that's going to convert into more space for Echo here. Going into the turtle. A tenth of its health. Karltizi misses it. Rival scores 1. Not enough, though, for them to breathe. Watch out, Moon in the middle of 4 members trying to get a kill. No dice. Sanji gets one. A kick. Once more on the Yumes. Down goes the Minotaur. It's a double kill for the young Sanji.
Oh, Chico.
He's still going, blazing the wedge, just clearing the waves. BMI on out. Caught by Sanford and Karltizi in the back line. There's a wild charge. Chico didn't know what hit him. And he goes down. Momo does get the shutdown on Sanji. Can he get away? That's 4 mad orcas on his tail. Rival here, waiting in the bush. Momo dashing on through. There's 2 members on each side. Karltizi with the headbutt coming in. And another heavy spin. Pops the vengeance. Not going to be enough. Sanford gets the kill. Rival very low. Here comes Yumes. Motivational roar up. Despair stomp. Quelling Echo's aggression.
Now that was a roller coaster ride in terms of emotions, right? Just when you think that TODAK is going to get something above Echo, they instantly trade back, but Moon!
Black Shoe's not gonna save him, put him still in a very bad spot. And Yawi pointing out exactly where Moon fell.
Honestly, at this point, It does look bad, but at least this is more of a TODAK style. They're kind of like, you know what, I don't care anymore. I might as well be 0, 10, and 0. I'm just going to do what I'm supposed to do. And what Moon tried to do was get the mid just now. Sanford very low, but how are you going to escape this, man?
Chico, guys, goes underneath the turret. Take me! Sanji gets one, and Sanford played it to a T.
Okay, where is Chiku? 0 to 1.
It's hard.
Does he have the golden staff already?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so. Why not?
So technically he's reached that power spike, so maybe that's why he's being a little bit more aggressive. But if he keeps trading things like that, realizing that TODAK just really desperately needs the damage coming out from him, is it wise to be this langgar?
No, honestly, it's fine, because if you want to die, you want to die now. I mean, you don't want to, but if you have to, you die now, because the respawn timers aren't that long.
Bad.
But coming like 16, 17, 18, 19 minutes is going to be really bad. So if you're going to sacrifice your own life for an objective, now's the time.
Oh, you can see now Chiku's gonna go for that play. He's trying to imitate that, right? That's why he picked up the Claude.
It's the only play that he has right now, the only option that Echo has allowed. A quick Lord take here, not wasting any time. Echo is painting the map red. But this is some room to breathe for TODAK, right? They got a mid lane tier 1. Chico just worked on that top lane, and there's some parts of the farm that even Rival is giving over. Oh wait, there's a fight in mid. They kick up the beef once more. The playmaker finds one. Then Cutie looking to take the skies. And there's a black shoes for Moon, surviving for just a little bit more. But Sanji makes sure he doesn't. Here comes Momo, does get the kill. Popping that vengeance, but Sanji gets 2K. Oh Lord, you get nothing, good sir.
Yeah, but all the while, right, Chiku trying to get anything that he can, right? He's focusing in the top lane. He's trying to push in those turrets. He's trying to look for any trades on the map that he can for TODAK, trying to replicate perhaps what they did before. I don't know about this though.
What Echo is doing is very straightforward, but it's very effective. Just shut down Yumes. Make sure that Yumes dies first, and then after that, TODAK does not have any room to breathe, because let's look at the instant replay. You see it once, you see it 5 times. Choke kicks, Akai locked down. Same thing over and over again. Rinse and repeat. I kind of feel like later in the highlights, you could just take all of that highlights and it will be enough time for you to, have the enough KPI for Moonton. It's like, yeah, that's a very long highlight.
It's tough right now. 10 minutes in, 6,000, almost 7,000 gold lead here, and it looks like Echo's looking for more. They're gonna get some damage there in the top lane, and once again, the Yve, right? Sanji built Yve in a very, very offensive manner. He just completed the Divine Glaive, more penetration. Does TODAK have the items to defend against that? Because, Yve's damage, you don't necessarily feel it. Suddenly you're just like at 1 HP and then you're dead.
No, honestly, at this point, the Eve hurts quite a lot. So it's going to be hard because you want to bait it out, but the way that Echo plays, they're not letting you bait. They're just going to go for it. They see Yumes, they're going to kick Yumes, they're going to spin to win, and then they're just going to get a kill. So in terms of can they survive, they can survive minion pushes. They have a lot of wave clear. In terms of damage, not so much. Not so much.
And that's what's making Echo's approach here all the more scary, because at any time they can come in, right? They have such great range. There's the flicker kick, there's the RWM, there's the flicker wild charge, and I guess that's what's allowing TODAK here to breathe a little bit more. But again, it's the threat of activation. At any time, Echo can pull the trigger and say, you know what, we want this tier 2 in mid, we fight now. And that's not a good idea, given how outgunned they are, 7K ahead.
And the crazy thing is, right, coming back into even their lineup, Moon, Lilia was supposed to be their safe pick, but look at the stats, right? 0-3-0, so not much of the impression or just the effect that you wanted the Moon, that you wanted the Lilia to have. 0 participation.
Like I said, the Lilia is very dangerous going up against like a Farsa or an Eve because you outrange, and the Lilia has very, very low HP. Now Sanford as well as Yaoi looking at Rival frontlining for the team. You guys managing to take the orange buff. Momo, can you flank? Can you get damage? It looks like TODAK didn't want to go for this. Yaoi
gets away of the dragon right on arrival. Answers back with a heavy spin. Look at Chico, guys. They first take down Sanji. All 5 members of TODAK still on the map. Here's the Langar coming through. Chico, guys, still barreling away. Watch Rival. He still has his retribution. They push Echo out of their territory. Lord is more of a 50-50 now. Look at the playmaker, Yaoi, popping his immortality. Can they get it? Not enough firepower in the back lines. Cutie looking to get a kill over on the Chico, guys. It's a wash. No one goes down unless Momo has different thoughts. Sanford very low. Cutie takes to the skies. Bagyo arrives, but no! Chico guys slaps back off the back of a Minoan Fury. But they trade. Sanford falls 2 for 1. The current economy coming in. 3K, the gold deal on Echo. They shrank it for the first time. TODAK in the driver's seat.
Yeah, the Swordfishes are angry here in the 13th minute of the game here in the second game. It looks like they're trying to go for more. They're trying to zone Carl TZ out because, you know, Rival wants this.
Sanji with the RWM. Carl TZ very low. Lord as well, a fifth of its health. Momo still alive, but Yawi finishes him off. Carl TZ with a heavy spin. He wants to reset this Lord very, very much, but Rival scores it. Rival scores it. They take down the GOAT. Luminous Lord over to the Malaysian champions.
Right now looking very good. TODAK, they played that as best as they can. Right now Echo only having 1.7k goal lead. And the whole play, Chico guys as well as Momo, they flanked because TODAK got a lot of vision. They basically saw everyone there. Momo got a very good pickup, and then Chico guys goes in, provides the additional damage. And this is what happens when Chico guys starts having the items. And look at the difference. 11,000 compared to 10,000 at this point of the game. It kind of doesn't matter that much, but again, this does show even if he does get pressure, he'll find ways to farm.
Yeah, that's the beauty of it, right? Because even before, when Cutie was leading in terms of that gold, honestly, Chico wasn't far off. He was only behind like 100 or 200, even in a bad scenario, bad decision. But right now here, the Lord is going to push in the top lane. All resources are up, except Yums. He doesn't have that flicker.
Right now, honestly, TODAK didn't want to go in, but he got to be very, very careful. Yawi
looking for a kick, finds one, but he's very low himself. Arguing the answer from Sanji, Minoan Fury, quelling the aggression, the punish, and Cutie takes to the skies. Yum's still alive. Cutie might get punished here. There's the knock-up. Not enough damage. Caught easy. Takes down Yums. Moon falls as well. Look at me. Chico guys wants to penetrate. They heavy spin, push and Rival underneath the tier 3 turret. That's double kill. 440.
Yeah, but again, Chico guys was able to take like, hold on, 1, 2, 3. 3 turrets, 4 turrets there, honestly. So right now, TODAK is still in a pretty okay spot, but that was a very bad engage because honestly, Yums can't frontline now. The front line has to be Rival. Rival has to be in front. He has to soak up a lot, and then the rest has to fall back. Right now, Chico guys, he does not have to purify. He has to be careful.
No.
Very low. Chico guys bursted. Oh, forced the BMI on out. Got that burning sensation on him off of Sanji's G-dubs. And now, all of the map is looking red once more. Echo claps back.
This is what I'm talking about, right? Every moment we see that TODAK is getting ahead, gets the better trade, somehow it's always Echo just fighting back, punching back, and we can even see this in the instant replay.
Yeah, looking at this situation, Rival is in a pretty good situation for him to do a lot for the team. But Moon, he just doesn't have enough space because the Lilia works the best when Lilia is not touched. In this situation, everyone wants to touch the Lilia.
You know, I can argue that a little bit, right? Because Lilia, sure, she has lower HP than the rest. She's bad with range. But the two things that she has, one is really good fast clear. Unfortunately, we did not see that in that early stage of the game. It felt like Sanji was still winning that 1v1. But the second thing is vision. You talked about vision in that previous team fight where TODAK was able to get a little bit of an advantage. And the fact is, Moon's skill too can open those bushes and prevent Yawi from going in for, you know, just, what do you call it when you go from the back?
Make sure the good flank.
Yeah, doesn't go for a good flank.
Flank is also part of the steam.
Oh, really? Oh, nice. But now, speaking of nice, Lord has been started for members of TODAK have already shown their faces. Yawi still invisible to the team. I kind of feel like looking at Sanford is probably the one we got to pay attention to.
It's the Y bush that Yawi is calling home for now. The only one hidden as well is Yums. And he is now in the presence of Echo. Lord here at a fourth of his health. Sanford playing footsies, count easy. Rival, watch the retribution. It's Sanford who scores it. What's going on? Heavy spin by count easy. Use to disengage. That's 4 members crashing down on the GOAT. They're answering over. Sanji is going to be next. Carteezy falls. Momo gets punished. Cutie gets 1. Sanji survives. Look at Rival. Cutie and Sanford backing out.
All right, 1-for-1 trade, Momo for Carl TZ, but Echo gets the Lord.
Sometimes it feels bad to be, you know, correct because somehow I kind of felt that Sanford was the one going to make the play, and he made the play. He got the Lord. Now the Lord is there. Kind of feel like TODAK can clear it up. And if we're looking in the map, Chiku is trying his very best to stay away from his team.
Yeah.
You guys can go 4v5, right? I mean, you guys will be fine.
They could actually do this, right? But the problem is Carl TZ hasn't spawned yet. So as he spawns, he should meet Chiku there in that base. And you can see that Sanford is trying to buy time for Carl TZ with the wall placements that he's doing.
Yep, RWM set up by Sanji. That's the Luminous Lord crashing on. Barrel away at this inhibitor down bottom, and Yums gets trampled on through. Momo gets his ult off though, taking down Sanji. 1-for-1 trade so far. Look at Rival.
Oh my
no,
god.
Easy's clearing. Can he though? That's the battle. Rival goes down. 2-for-1 so far. Benny Cutie does not have his ult, but he takes down Moon underneath the base just the same. Now Yaoi gets sent back home as well. He gets the immortality pop. And now it's a 2v1. Chico guys showing some dominance up top.
Yeah, he doesn't have minions though, right? Carl TZ running straight for it, trying to buy some time here. But is this possible? Can he do it?
It's going to be very difficult because everyone else
Oh my god, bottom side!
Oh no!
Watch the base. Watch the base. It's just Chico guys left.
Oh my god!
Oh,
The back
no,
door
not like
of all
this.
back doors.
Not like this.
The minions do take down
my
Sanford.
Not like this.
Benny Cutie, of
No.
course he does. From Manila to Jakarta.
Come on, Yums!
To Phnom Penh. Not here, says TODAK. Not today, Benny.
No way.
One more. Shut down.
Oh my god, ladies and gentlemen, we have a game on our hands. TODAK, Chiku, they go in for that backdoor play. Echo trades it back, almost gets it. But Benny QT gets just wiped out by Yums. Yums saved that game.
Okay, this is one of the closer knockout fights
Look
we've
at the
had so far.
Windsuckers.
And now, let's see, Sanford is going to come up. Benny Cutie is going to come up as well. Is TODAK going to force this?
Oh,
Are they really going to
no.
force this? No. Chiku guys is far away. If they went in, maybe, but no.
Oh,
They want the Lord.
14 seconds though on Benny. That was
Very
a close
Woo.
call for Echo.
That was
But-
a close call for TODAK.
LaFell is
For
awake.
both.
LaFell is awake.
Oh, dude.
And look
back.
at just like, there's literally no goal difference right now. Things have just leveled out, but
Wait.
with the way that they've
No,
set
TODAK
up,
got this, TODAK got
TODAK
this.
has the better setup right now.
Yep.
TODAK got this.
We're going for the blitz. They are on the scene at first. Rival already
Oh, yeah, we're
spends the Appraiser's Wrath. Here comes the heavy
no.
spin. Carl TZ gets knocked out.
No!
Knocking them all out of the pit. And who got it? Chico guys knocks out Carl TZ. Chico guys scores! Down goes Sanford as well. Momo pops the vengeance. Sanji falls. It's just Yaoi left. The playmaker. The lone survivor.
No way. One versus all here. Leo, LaFell.
They can end this, they can end this.
This could be it for the Orcas. This could be a 1-for-1.
This is difficult. Acho is not meant to defend this way. He gets popped. It's a wipeout. TODAK evens the score. 1-1.
Wow.
Let's go, not a 3-0.
Finally.
99%.
Finally, in the knockout stage, we see a bit of a fight from a team. This is TODAK scoring a game against the world champions. This is a big deal.
You know what? Thank goodness they banned the Yuzong. The Yuzong would have been a big problem in that game number 2. I gotta say, man. But here's the thing. Chiku so far, 100% or a very high percent win rate on the quad.
Yeah.
At one point, he's not gonna get this quad.
There's something with game Dua. Game 2.
Two.
TODAK seems to always just come back online and buy out.
Dude.
And it's also the club.
I'm speechless, man.
So, just no Claude for Chiku starting from now?
I have no
Is this
idea.
a trend that we're gonna see these teams go for when they go head-to-head against TODAK? Because honestly, that looked like Echo's game to win.
You know what? Here's the thing. Like I said, for this game, they gotta go macro.
I mean,
TODAK did macro.
they did.
They sacrificed their HP to make sure that they kill the minions to make sure they get objectives. Isn't that right, Wolf?
That is very true. And what I want to take note, by the way, is that you guys, both of you, LaFell as well as Eternal, you mentioned something about Chiku should start 0-2 and then he turns on. It's like He purposely
Yeah.
He gets turns
Don't
on
top
after
lane.
0-2.
He needs it.
He needed 0-2. It's not an item timing. It's not a power spike. You have to start 0-2. And that guy is the MVP. 2, 3, and 8.
He forgot where his base was.
Silver. 2, 3, and 8.
The
Oh,
lo-
he's an MVP, actually.
Dude, the Lord was pushing in. 4 members of Echo pushing in. And he's like, I'm staying in the base.
But-
I'm staying in Echo's base.
But yes, silver medalist.
Silver medalist. That is actually true, by the way.
So TODAK has been able to do this against 2 PH teams.
I
Yep.
can't believe it.
2 world champions.
2 world champions, by the
Wow.
way. The world champion, you know, what the hell?
The 1v9 hero.
Kingslayer, the 1v9 hero. Yeah, Chico, guys, I am in disbelief. But what I do want to take note is that there's a little bit of merit that we should give to Yumes. There's a massive play that he did in the mid lane during a Lord team fight where he was able to get what Benny as well as Sanji perhaps. And then he was the one who actually defended. We are going to see through the highlights. Talk me through this, Lapel. What should we be looking at?
We should be looking at how
The 0-2 play.
I would say the timing between minute 4 up until minute 9. You could kind of go for suicide plays. You just go in. Even if you die, as long as you get the first tier turrets. Because at that point, you will have enough vision to actually move for a more risky play or a better flank. So I kind of feel like those timings, it's fine even if you sacrifice yourself. Because at that point, the timers, it's not going to be that long. It's not going to be too punishing.
Yeah. Say what you will, Curtis, he played it well. Like on a strategic level, he delayed the minions. And he bought enough time for Benny Cutie, but there was a defense coming out from Yumes, and Kalkizi being zoned out in this particular team fight meant that he cannot go for the retribution. And then at this point, you now feel it's TODAK's game, right? I am in really quite a disbelief.
What a game 2.
And
What a
TODAK was
game
a
too.
gentleman.
So that was a gentleman?
Yeah, we talked about it
Yeah.
before we started, right?
Yeah, of course.
They let
The
Joe.
show?
The show. Yeah, release. Well, you know, the term was release.
Yep.
The heroes, and they did. And TODAK winning in this game with this kind of draft. Items, I don't think they matter as much because this really went down to that macro. Can you even consider it macro when teams are doing like that?
I think it's 50-50 macro and just instinct.
Instinct. I
And
love
I
it. I
think
love
that's,
the term.
I think
it's
that's
perfect.
what Echo was lacking at the end because yes, Carl TZ was doing the right thing. Yaoi was still looking for a pickoff, but on an individual level, Echo knew what to do, but they couldn't all execute at the right timing.
Yeah.
And that's what bought TODAK this. Again, they langard through the late game, the ultra late game.
I have this theory because in the Philippines, there's that saying that if the enemy is weird or weirdo,
Yeah, okay. Go.
it's much more difficult to play. And I think that it was really unconventional for TODAK to play that way. Maybe from a Filipino's perspective, they did not expect that. Is this kind of thing really prominent in the region for Malaysia, or is it just a TODAK thing?
I would say it's more of a TODAK thing.
TODAK thing,
But in my
alright.
ranked games, honestly, we do that a lot as well. You know, we just sacrifice our own HP, trying to get the neutral objectives, or just to force out and clear the minions, just to make it so that, yeah, you guys got a kill, good for you, but you're not going to get anything out of it.
Oh, I can't believe like this. Look at just the stats. It's really just Echo-sided. The kill participation, soft roots, monster, gold stories. That really, the TODAK never had the map control in this game. But Chico guys just knows how to split push. The art of a siege, a split siege.
The art of thievery.
Art
I don't know, can you call it,
8 out of 10.
can you call it,
Thank you.
I wouldn't say blunder. Blunder's a little bit heavy of a word, but I don't know, it's not disrespect, but when you see that Chico guys isn't on the map, and Echo definitely knows it's happened before. Why would they go for a 5v4 team fight at Lord?
Something tells me it's an oversight.
An
I
oversight.
I think Echo